Hi, it's Gadget UK here again. This time another HP on the extra channel here. Over on the main channel there'll be a link top right. We looked at HP before, I think. And again, for my boss. So this is for the company that I work for part-time. Boss is really good, actually. You know, he allows me to do my channel and stuff. The issue with this is the screen. So I think this is only like a year or two old. Maybe a bit longer, might be a few years old. It's a Core i3, isn't it? The plastic looks fairly okay, it just looks a bit dirty, needs a clean. I'll give it a wipe down as well. But the screen has stopped working, so I think I'll start by just powering this on and see if I can work out how you power it on. See, it's that one there, power switch. See what it does on the battery here. Oh, the screen's working. What? Obviously I haven't got a login. I'm confused. I'm really confused, like we all swapping the screen here. Oh, it's gone off, look. No, but it's gone off because we shut it. Oh, I'm really confused now. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the switch inside's got some dirt or something. Like maybe it's not the screen. The point is, my boss has ordered the new screen. I'll show you. Carefully put this on the table here. Be careful not to drop it. We've got a little interconnect here, look, where your flat flex goes into. So hopefully this is the right model. We've got some strips here to try and stick this down, which, yeah, they look like about the right length. It might be a bit long, we can cut them down. And it's marked without manufacturer, I think. So it just says manufactured 25th of 3rd, model B156H8N02.1, made in China. So it may be a third party replacement, it may be, I don't know what that is, a bit of fluff. It may be the original HP manufactured part, I've got no idea. So we'll have a go at fitting this. But I'm concerned already because this is my first time testing this and it did come on. No, it's going on. I don't know, I think the screen's working. So now I'm confused. Apparently it had failed completely. It doesn't look failed completely to me. I've got two chipmunks there or something or whatever those are. So you can see the deflection in the display as you just press around. Sometimes just doing this sort of thing can help you identify is there some sort of issue. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to ring my boss. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's gone into screensaver again. Even just slight deflections like that, it seems alright. So, yeah, you couldn't really see that, but I've messed around with this here. I've pressed just a little bit here. You can see it deflects the colour. Can you see? You get like, you know, it affects the colour. Just a little bit. You can see like a wave follow my finger. Just the odd, just a little bit of pressure like that could just help you work out, is there something around the edge of it, but seemingly not. It seems alright. And if we tap it with this, that's gone to screensaver. Just give it the odd tap. I don't know, it seems fine. So I'm quite mystified as to why we're replacing the screen. Yeah, apparently it starts off alright, and after about 10 minutes or so, it goes crazy. My concern with this is it really the screen though? It might not be. It might be something on the motherboard. You know, like the GPU, or something that, you know, supports the GPU, like RAM or power management, some MOSFETs or something, I don't know. This is the problem. It could even just be a BGA point, you know, a bad BGA point somewhere. It's got an SSD in it, this, I think, because I can't hear it spinning. That's for sure, it's silent. So I could just leave it for 10 minutes and see what happens. You see, the other thought I had is I wonder if it could be the flex ribbon, because we've seen on the new screen they've got a little flat flex connector for that kit to go into that comes from the screen through the hinge here. So it could be that it's intermittent as a result of opening and closing, but well, it doesn't seem that way, does it? I certainly can't seem to create a problem here. I could just leave it for a little bit. I think while we wait here, I'm going to start clipping the front off because, well, it's something we need to do. I'm going to go with plastic spudges here. So, my first time going inside one of these. Hope to goodness this fits. I need to somehow get, this is the thing, where's the best place to start? I'm not sure. Try and get, I want the screen on just so I can see it while I'm doing it. Like, how do you get this off? I don't know, we could try and come in at the top there maybe. This black bit is just clipped on. Yeah, the easiest way to start one of these, if you ask me, is to come in on the top edge here. Because if you try and press like that, you're going to damage the screen regardless. But if we come in here, then I might be able to just try and unclip it. And of course we could have a flex ribbon or something at the top here because we've got the camera. You can see the problem is that you've got to pull this off, but well, you're going to damage it doing it. And right now it's blooming working, so yeah, you can understand my apprehension here. That are we doing something that doesn't need to be done and going to break this screen anyway? Oh, hang on, I'm under. Oh, it doesn't help that goes off like that. I want it on just so I can sort of see what I'm doing. There we go, it's coming up. It's like taped down, isn't it? So yeah, your mileage may vary in terms of how good something like this goes back together at the end of it. I think I'm going to get some hot air onto this, just 100 degrees. I think I'm going to give up with the hot air. I don't think that's going to make a difference. Oh, it is. It's making a difference. Yeah, well, there we go. Don't necessarily do as I do. So, like, what I mean is, it's like it's that clip turn. You're best off having it powered off. I'm just curious to see, as we leave this on, like, does the screen deteriorate? It may deteriorate as a result of trying to do all this stuff. Let's try and go from that side. It's going off a lot easier there now. Stuck down here. Coming off again. So I'm not sure if this, I think there's some clips, I think there are some clips here. Kind of feels that way to me. I'll shut it down in a minute. Just want to get this plastic cover off. You want to do your best to try and not bend this, you know, to deform it, if you see what I mean. It's not coming out now. Yeah, considering the manhandling of, you know, trying to get to this point. How do we get this down here? It's sticky again. Might need to use some double-sided tape on this. Oh god, I don't like the noises. We're nearly there, I think. I think we're there. That side's now clipped in, look. So let's just tilt it back a bit. What's it doing now? It's like, I feel like this should come off here. I think that should come off. I think we need to, hang on, what's that doing? Go away, Microsoft account. Right, I'm going to shut it down because the screen's not playing up at all. Shut down anyway. I might need to just flip this over to see if we can get this off, because I think there might be two screws or something holding that on, so I might need to just temporarily sort of push this back there and then just flip it over a bit and have a look on the underside. I'll report back. Yeah, I can't see any way to free this up here. I think maybe it's stuck onto something here, like in the inside of that. It just feels so wrong at every level. Yeah, you can see it's like held in at the bottom there. So yeah, be very careful. We haven't really warped that. We're going to need to stick some double-sided tape on this though, in a few places here. Otherwise, it's not going to hold in place, is it? Right, let's put that out of the way. So I'm now going to need to free the screen up. And to do that, you think this would just lift forward, but I think it's held in with tape. But what I was expecting is some tape strips on the top here where you could just pull them up. But I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that at all. There's one here. There's one there. Is there supposed to be one there? This may have been replaced before. Yeah, I think that's one of those strips. Right, I'm going to offer this screen up next to this one just to compare it really. It's like, is it even the right physical size here? It would appear to be. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a positive thing. Let me just put that out of the way so it doesn't get damaged. But what I'm not sure about, like I say, are the pull tabs. You know, the sticky backing stuff. There's definitely what looks like one there, but well, I can't be 100% sure. It's got like a black coating on it. Is that might be something to do with the microphone, or the the thing up here? It is. It is. That wire comes across here like that. So, in other words, when I look at the top of the screen here, I see no way to free the actual screen. Do you understand what I mean? Normally you might expect for there to be, let me show you some of these here with this side here poking up, where you pull the piece there, you pull it and it pulls the backing off this, which separates this sticky stuff from the screen. There isn't one of those on this. There's none of them. So either it's had a new screen previously. It's definitely not that, because that looks like a flex ribbon coming up to this connection here for the camera. So this is a huge problem. I don't know, let's try one of these spudgers and just see if we can come in on the very edge here, making sure we are on the actual screen. Okay, and see how much can we prise it. So one thought I do have, maybe this differs, maybe they've screwed it in here. We might need to remove the ones down here on each side. Maybe it's held in here by a frame, maybe it's differing from the other variant, because I've seen a number of different videos from other channels that seem to indicate pull tabs and there aren't any. So let's just get these Phillips out. Right, I could be wrong, I could be seeing nothing, but I see like the smallest edge of something. I don't know where it's gone now. Underneath this bracket. So it's like right under the bracket. There, it's like the pull tab. But you see, we can't pull this out because it's clipped on under the edge of the thing here. It's like these clips from the front here are like right over. So you can't even get to it, is the point. I could try and get the tweezers in there sideways and see if I can... Oh, I don't know, that's like right in the way. It's like, if I was to hazard a guess, I'd say they put this on to stop people doing it. Right, so my boss has made an executive decision that just go for it. If we have to replace it, we have to replace it with the laptop. You can see I've just bent this out because it's really easy to bend back. That is the lesser of evils, because if you look at this, can you see these big clips here? Yeah, they're right over this, like, it's a piece of metal. The piece of metal that comes from down here, comes down there, around the edge of the screen, up here. Yeah, so this is something different that they've done on this later model here to secure it maybe a bit better. But the problem is that the plastic of the lid here overhangs it by a significant amount at various points as you go down. Yeah, so the obvious thing is you think just prise it, but just watch this now. I'll try and prise there, I'm using an incredible amount of force. It's not moving. It's not moving at all. Yeah? You would potentially break the lid here trying to pull that over that metal piece. So it's far easier, because this is really flimsy here, just bend this out of the way, and then, yeah, I've been able to confirm, I think that is the sticky thing. There. I think it's just a case of, can I grab it with the tweezers, because it's so small. I'm struggling to grip it, as you can see. And try and pull it. Oh, God, I can't get it. So, quite difficult to do. If you ever go at one of these yourself, just expect some pain. There you see, like, I'm going to tear it if I'm not careful. Oh, trying to pull that out without damaging it. You can see I'm mostly tearing it, I think. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. You can see it. Can I grab it? What can I grab it with? Pliers. Oh no, I've just dropped a screw. And it's just come off, look. It's just broke. Oh, for God's sake, this is not going right. I am sure that's the sticky stuff, but they haven't left anywhere near enough at the top there to be able to pull it out, so I don't know, kind of knackered. Reminder, put your screws in a little flipping thing like that. Anyway, that pull tab's pulled off, isn't it? It's like, this is the thing, it's pulled off, we can't get to it, so now we've got a huge problem. Well, I think it's a game over, because we can't get the screen out, can we? I'm going to have to try and just prise it, and if it breaks, I don't know. Could try and heat it. It's like, it's so well stuck on, it's unbelievable. Yeah, you see, I pulled it back out, but like, how would you not lose it and not break it? You're supposed to pull it straight up. Oh, look. Oh. Oh. Don't break, please don't break. A little bit, a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Well, you're learning from some real life experience here. Any videos you see on YouTube where you show you and they just pull it straight out, it's really easy, yeah, they're total crap. You won't have the experience I've had. So yeah, this is how it will go for you, maybe. Just a little bit. Try and, you know, don't just rely on the tweezers because they're sharp, is my advice to you. God, that seems long, doesn't it? It's one of those things, I'm like pulling someone else's screen off from the end of the world. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. That is so long. It's probably around now we realise it's something else. It's a flex ribbon for something else. It's coming off though, it's coming off. Oh my God, it's coming off. How long is that? That's nuts. Oh God, look, the screen's free. I tell you, next time my boss says, Chris, can you fix this monitor? I'm like, no, I can't fix monitors. Monitors are evil. I said to my wife, she's doing a language lesson, right? She's learning Welsh. And she's at it for a few hours, and I'm like, I'll have this done in 10 minutes. You go do your Welsh lesson, I'll go and do that laptop. Yeah, right. Here we are, like an hour in. And I still haven't got the second tab. And it's like, say, you can't easily do that. I'm just going to bend it like that one, because this metal, you'll see here, if I just grab it, you'll see it's really easy to bend. Watch. Hang on, I can get it. Easy. You can bend it with your fingers. That's the best idea. And then I don't know whether you can see there. I'll zoom you. Let me move that lamp out of the way. I'm not sure if it's obscuring it. Well, I'll put the tweezers here. There's a little black thing there. Yeah. So thanks to HP for sticking it right underneath those screw things. It's brilliant, genius. And of course, there's so little of it exposed here that even when you've got tweezers, this is why on the other side there, it just tore. Because good luck trying to pull it up when you've got so little there. So, look, it's snapped off again, for f***'s sake. I hate Hewlett Packards. So I'm now going to have to do the same thing again, aren't I? Hot air 100 degrees. I'll send my boss a message in a minute just to let him know that I've done something. Not sure it's good, but we've done something, you know, bent some metal. But the point is, if I try and do the same thing we did over that side, might not need to, might be able to just pull it sideways, I don't know. It's asking for trouble though, isn't it? Hot air's pointing at my screen. Yeah, if I just try and heat it a bit, then maybe I can get a bit lower down like I did before, get the tweezers in there, and then maybe I can start to peel it again. It tears really easy though. For rotate and pull, pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh God. Don't let any of the channel tell you this is easy. They are talking shit. You get fewer and fewer things to hold on to. You know, this is so like precariously balanced like this now. It's amazing how long it goes for. After all this, the screen might now be permanently damaged. And I've just got this feeling we're going to get the other screen lined up and go, oh my God, it doesn't fit. It's got the wrong type of connector on it. Or we connect it up and it just doesn't work. What? How does this go on and on and on? Have you seen the length of this? That's nuts. The screen's out. God for that. Just put it down there. I hope this isn't the right place now. I've just got this feeling it's not going to be. Nothing else has gone right here, has it? You can't actually get to the thing here, and it's got this silvery stuff on it. So I think we now need to. Ow! God, that hurt. It's like catapulted into my finger. Yeah, so the other one I've lined it up, it fits here, but we need to lift this. Again, use magnifier. I think just try and work out how this is taped over. Yeah, it's just like a, you know, a shield over the top, and it's got tape all over the flipping thing here. Right, you've got multiple, you know, layers of tape going on. Let's just put it on top of the screen for a minute. I'll tell you what, I'll put you on the microscope. So you can see we just peeled this back here carefully, but we've got a couple more things. We've got some tape there, I think, 2 pieces of tape, one on top of the other. It's one of those things where you're like, which one do I pull first? I don't know. I want to get the black one off, I think. And you've got to be careful because there's a flex ribbon underneath it. See, those two are stuck together, aren't they? Is it stuck on the screen? What's that? No, it's like under the screen. Oh. Even things like this are annoying. It should be really simple, this, and it blooming well isn't. Right, oh my God, those are fragile. Can you see all those wires? It's not a flex ribbon at all. It's like a separate, dedicated connector. So what we'd have to do is lift this, lift that bar. That didn't feel especially down to me. And then the screen, somehow this part comes out of there, but I'm not sure how. Oh, like that, there you go. Yeah, you can see it, the connections are alright there. So let's move the old screen out of the way. Going to peel that tape off that screen, you know, the foil tape that was there, and we'll stick it onto the new screen, just so that there's something to hold it in place. So I'll put the new screen into position there. Oh, is this going to be the right size? Yeah, I'll just hold off sticking the tape on just yet until we've tried to work out what's going on with this now. I would imagine though that that connector there with those wires, that might be the problem. Could be swapping this and there's nothing bleeding wrong with it. I know, I've got to try and massage these two together now in some sort of careful way. Easier said than done. I can't tell whether it's too high, too low, is it underneath, where is it? And this sticky thing's coming down with that red bar. I can't tell if that's like, is that properly aligned? Does it want to be? I think that goes there, does it? Which means that goes there, which means that was aligned. But you see, like this side isn't going in. And you've got nothing to grip. It's like, who came up with this connector? Oh, it's going in. It's going in. It's going in. Oh my god. Yeah, who came up with this design? Is there not something better they could have chosen? Just like a normal flat flex would have done the job. You know, just saying. Oh, it's in. It's in. Hang on. Oh, it's in. Oh, that is ridiculous. Let's try and pull this bar down without the flipping thing there. Does it clip underneath? See, again, now that's not even... That doesn't feel like that's right to me. It is. I think it's because it needs taping. So let's now take that. Take this. Is there any chance of that staying in place? This tape's crap. I was going to say, is there any chance of that tape staying in place? I don't know. Right, if that's all back in. Now we've done that, let's just now try and very carefully just lift it straight upwards. See, on its own, like, I'm thinking that's probably disconnected right now. Let's just tilt it backwards a bit, like that. Just hold it and power it on. See if the screen works. I'm not holding. I hope so. It's come on. It's come on. Oh my god. I wonder what was happening there then. I'm so pleased. Right. So what we need to do now is get 2 more of these on, and we're done, I think. Whose idea was it to stick a sticker like that over there? What moron bloody did that? Because the whole idea with these bags is you can reuse them. Well, not when you've got to start cutting it with a knife. Yeah, so it would have been like right down here. So if we stick that right on the very bottom, there maybe, that's it, up, and then try and, oh no, I'm pulling it away from the thing, so, oh no, I don't want to do this, yeah, pull it like that, like that, we've got a ripple there, which I need to somehow deal with, and I can do that by just freeing up from that, I think. Carefully, because it will double, there you go, join to itself. You can see what I mean, hopefully. Like, I've just dealt with that thing there, right to the top. There we go. So we're just going to leave that like that for now. That's one. Yeah, I'll try and adjust that other one. Yeah, there's a little lump there again. Now it's smoothed out. Yeah, this I think should be nearer over there. So let's just see if it'll be forgiving enough to allow me to redo it without stretching that thing. Alright, yeah, we have stretched it a bit. It stretches on its own, this stuff. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to just trim it off here somewhere. Oh my goodness. We'll just leave it like that and we can trim off whatever excess is there. Modern technology, painful to work on if you ask me. Give me an Amiga any day. Any day of the week. Hang on, how do we know we're going to get this in exactly the right place now? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like I'm going to be sticking this too low. No, I'm not, because it goes into the recesses there. It goes into recesses all the way along. You just see what I mean? It's like it fits within the metal frame, so you can't really misalign that. Yeah, it massaged into the top there then. So that all seems good. Obviously we've got a huge thing up here. That one's just about right, look. I'm quite pleased with that. That's not like sticking out and stressing anybody out, is it? But this one is. This one's a bit of a mare, so I'm going to trim this one down. Yeah, so this one I've just trimmed the end off there, so there is something to pull, and this one I'm not too stressed with. That's all right. And it just pushes into the edge all the way around here, so you can't really misalign it as long as you push it up far enough and then press it on. It's fine. So it's a miracle, an absolute miracle. Right, so the final thing here. Yeah, so these here, as I say, they bend really easy, so you could literally just use your, hang on, let's just try and hold it at the point where it's on the edge here maybe. And just bend it back that way, like that, that's it. That's pretty much it. The screw will go back in there. It's not quite straight, but the screw will go back in, and we can do the same with this side over here. There, like that, that's it. Right, I've got to try and find the screws now, which we put into this little thing. Yeah, so we didn't need to undo all the screws, you know, these black ones at the bottom, if I get those back in, those didn't need to be removed. If you clipped off the actual plastic backing of the screen, it makes sense to remove those. But well, we can't do that, we can't get it off. I do use the right screwdriver for the job. The iFixit toolkit is a godsend here. Oh, I say that as it proves itself painful to use. There we go. In case of getting it lined up. Screw that in. So reasonably tight, not overly tight. And then the top ones, these tiny little ones, which we bent the brackets on. So let's try that one. Please don't drop on the floor. When I dropped it before, it took me like 10 minutes to find it. So a bit tighter than it was when it came to me from factory. Second one up here. Perfect. It's like I say, you'd never know those had been bent. So the final thing really is to, so the thing here, you want to pull it off. If you don't, I think the plastic overlay might be a problem. Let's just see if I can find that. Let's see if we can just size that up. Yeah, it would go over the mask, so you need to pull that off, unfortunately. I'd like to leave it on so that she could pull it off, but then she gets it back. Anyway, that's that out of the way. So in order to get this on, we're now going to need some double-sided tape, so I'll get some double-sided tape. Do you know, even peeling that stuff off has been painful. I've kind of got into the swing of things. It's not as hard as you think. Yeah, there's not you know, an equal coverage over the whole thing here. I've probably gone above and beyond what was actually needed, because I've seen people stick these back on with nothing anyway. It seems all right. So just for good measure, I'll just get a cotton bud and just gently try and touch, without getting hairs or fibres, touch this little thing here, give it a blow downwards just to make sure there's nothing on it. Do the same thing up here. And this is going to be the trauma bit, isn't it? Because we had to have this fight with this stuff down here, didn't we, before? So yeah, you've got to go for the bottom first. Try and get the bottom in. And I'm not really sure how to achieve that. I don't know. You get this because this goes under that silver thing, so you've got to pull a silver thing back. This might be where a spudging tool is needed again, to just try and help feed it under that. I hope it doesn't go wrong at this stage. This side isn't. Oh, it's going in. This bit's gone in. This bit hasn't. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, right. Clip. Right. Bottom. sides. I've got these hairs stuck on the side here. I'm gonna have to clean that in a minute. And then that's clipping. Well, at least there's some clips there. I think that's it. Hang on. Yeah, on the sides. I think that's it. That's it. Right, so we have got the obvious here, which is really annoying, super annoying, which are the odd hair here. There you go, they're coming off. I think they're just like gripping to the tape maybe. Obviously don't use anything that's going to scratch the screen. It's one of those things, if you do it under microscope, magnification like that, you can just pull them off. Yeah, there are a few here, there's just one or two on the other side, not very many. So I think we're alright there. Yeah, what I've got to do is just get in here, try and get the hairs and pull them. That's it, hang on. It's interesting, they're like weird fibres. I don't know what they're from. Like, they're not hair, if that makes sense. They're just like little fibres. It's gone. It might be fibres from that tape. Like maybe it's a fabric-y sort of tape. Can't get the flipping things off. I've got to spend about an hour getting those off now. From experience, when you get things like that, do you know what the best thing to use is? A bit of tape. Because you get some tape and it sticks to the fibre, and if you carefully pull it, you can actually pull it away from whatever it's stuck into, if you see what I mean. So we use microfiber cloth here with a tiny bit of IPA to try and get my fingerprints off it. You know, the longer you take, you know, if you take your time with it, you'll get a better end result, that's the bottom line. You know, making sure you don't get any fibres and things and fingerprints and any damage to the clips and all that stuff. So you've got to take your time when you're doing something like that. Anyway, I didn't intentionally take my time, it just took me flipping ages. Right, switch it on, see what happens. Please work. Thought it wasn't working for a minute, then it was taking ages to come on. Yay. I'm so pleased. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why didn't we use those other strips, you know, these things here, for around the edges? And it's because these are much stronger. I wouldn't want to stick those on that plastic thing, you'd never get it off. But that stuff was impossible to get off. It really was. I mean, it wasn't impossible, we did it. But it was very hard work. Very hard work indeed. So hopefully you found that interesting. I know it was, we didn't really cover much in it other than me struggling with it. If anything, it's a vloggy type thing that just shows you that it's easy to do. It's also a little bit challenging to do. So don't be under the illusion that whilst it is easy, that you're going to sail through it. It might take you some time, some patience, some persistence, and yeah, you can repair these. I'll catch you in the next video.